Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here today, welcome. My name is Dina. I am so glad to be back, and I want to start off by saying thank you for all the messages over on Instagram asking where I have been. I am so sorry that I have been MIA for so long. That was not my intentions going into the Christmas season. I had already planned out videos, but they never got done. I got busy, other things came about. Ronnie had some time off during December, and when he is off, my whole schedule goes by the wayside because I want to be able to be there with him. So that just means that our schedule looks a little bit different, which is totally fine. And I absolutely love every minute spent with him. I hope that y'all had a wonderful Christmas season. I know we did. I was so excited because we spent so much time together as a family, and that just is like peace in my heart. I love my family. You all know that. And so being able to do things with them here at the house or at their house and then travel with them is just such a beautiful thing to me and to Ronnie. And so we are very, very grateful for those moments, and it just made the end of the year very special. Now moving into 2026, I feel like it's been so busy already, and I found myself kind of standing there thinking, why am I so busy? I mean, I'm not creating content or anything like that yet, so it's just been kind of weird, but that's okay. It's been a great year so far, and I'm praying that it continues to be that way for all of us. Now, going into 2026, things are going to look a little bit different for my channel. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be creating content when I can here and there, but it is going to be here and there for a while. Now, I know I've mentioned some health issues every now and then, but I've not really gotten into detail about them because I just don't want to be a downer to your day, and I don't want to seem ungrateful for what the Lord has done in my life and what he continues to do in my life each and every day. So I kind of steer away from that. But 2026 is going to look a little bit different because of some things that I'm dealing with. Now, for starters, we have insurance that is just, it's delightful in so many ways. And so I've had to deal with that quite a bit, going back and forth with different doctors' offices and our delightful insurance that, yeah, it's just a joy to work with sometimes, especially when your husband's been deployed 2 times in 1 year, and it changes when he goes, it changes when he comes back, and then it changes 180 days after he's back. And so it's just a lot of fun to deal with. And our doctor's offices think so too. So it's been nice. But that's kind of all evened out now, and thank goodness we have gotten through those little roadblocks and things. And I've been to a couple of my doctors quite a bit as of late, and we're just kind of trying to find out what we need to do to help what's going on. So y'all know that I broke my ankle last spring, and that's been quite dramatic in my opinion. Like, it's changed quite a bit in my life this past year. It took me out of my norm, which was super hard. And I will tell you, my heart goes out to anyone that has had their norm taken away. That is super hard. It sounds little, but it is not. It's huge in my book, at least. And I know that I've talked to other people and they've said the same thing. Now, breaking my ankle was one thing, but I don't know how much I've mentioned about my feet. I have a lot of issues with my feet and my ankles, and some of it is due to the problems in my back. I have quite a bit of arthritis and narrowing in my back, and quite a few other things that I'm dealing with. And right now I am in a diagnostic phase of trying to figure out what to do next with my back. Now with my feet, I am seeing a specialist because there is so much damage there. They have found that I have severe arthritis going across the midsection of both feet. I have problems in my ankles because my feet are so flat, very, very flat, apparently. I mean, I knew they were flat, but the way the doctor talks about them, it's like they're a sheet of paper on the floor. And then, of course, with the issues in my back, it's creating issues in my ankles and then the flat feet, and trying to kind of navigate through life and day to day has made it where I'm just not walking on them properly. So it's just got them all askew. And I have some issues with my toes, tendon, and nerve damage. So it's a lot. Now, I have found out this year, which is kind of, I don't know, it's interesting to me to kind of find out, okay, that's why. So I was very, very sick for about a month when I was 9 years old. I spent a week in the hospital and had a stomach virus that ended up manifesting all kinds of issues. And so we have since found out that that is most likely why I suffer with achalasia and the nerve problems in my esophagus, and probably why I have nerve damage in my feet and in my back, because it's just attacking all my nerves, which, I mean, doesn't make the pain go away, but it's like, whoa, that's kind of crazy to figure that out when you're almost 55 years old. But anyways, to say all that is, this past year trying to deliver content has been very, very hard on my body. And I've tried to mask it and not show how painful it has been. Because again, I don't want to be that downer in a day. And I don't want to come on and talk about, oh, I'm sick again and I don't feel good again. You know, I mean, it's just not something I want to represent myself as. And so I've just tried to kind of truck along and do what I needed to do. But I noticed that it was really affecting my body in a very negative way. So when I think about creating a video for you all, what I normally do is I will decorate a space on a day, whatever day. I'm not in front of the camera or anything like that, but I'm just decorating the space, trying to figure it out before I get on camera. So I'm taking that day, figuring it out, trying to get through the day, bending over, reaching, that kind of thing. That was putting me in so much pain. By the time I was done, I was pretty much done for the day and could not do anything. I could barely walk at times. And then the next day I would find myself kind of bedbound, not being able to really move, because I felt like if I did move, my back was going to go completely out, and I didn't want to go there. So then the next day I'd kind of take off and just kind of work around the house, because I hadn't been able to for a day and a half. And so the day after that, I would tear everything down and start the video process, where I would pull the camera out and I would show you how I decorated that space. Once again, by the time I was done with that, I was back to not feeling very good at all physically. So I would spend the rest of the day pretty much in bed with either, you know, a heating pad on or whatever I could do to eliminate some of the pain. The next day, again, was kind of a bed-bound day. So that put 4 days of my week where I was pretty much out of commission, because I was busy creating and then hurting and then creating and then hurting. So it was just kind of taking quite a bit of my week away. Over half of my week was going to that, and it just wasn't working for me to be able to carry on and do things in the norm. And that was getting to me, even emotionally. So I knew I needed to kind of take a step back, but I still wanted to bring you content. And so I tried, and I tried even different things. And I know not all of you are the type for like a cleaning video or a day in the life, but I was just trying to figure out, what can I do to keep going? And so that's what I did. Now, I say all that because right now I am still in the phase where I am in quite a bit of pain. I've not really been able to work out a lot like I had been. I am slowly trying to get back into that. Come the new year, I just felt like I'm done. I'm done not being able to carry on my normal life. So I started trying to walk, not very long, but doing that and then lifting my weights here and there when I can. I can't do that on a daily basis because it's just not the right thing to do. So I'm just trying to get back into my norm, but I do know that I can't get back into my norm for creating a video because it's just not working for me physically right now. I know that you are going to be so kind in the comments, and I want to thank you already for being that way and worrying about me and loving me through this. And I know that you understand that I'm just needing to take care of myself, and I need to make sure that I am here for my family because they do come first. You know, that's my calling in life, is to be okay for them, and I need that. I need that not only physically, but I need that spiritually and emotionally because they are my everything. Being with them, doing for them is top priority, and so I need to be okay in that light, you know. And so anyways, I'm so sorry. I do want to say the Lord has been so good to me, so good to me, and I'm so grateful that I know him, because I could not get through this kind of thing without being able to call on him and being able to be so grateful to him for what he does. A good day for me is just, it's just a miracle to me. And so I am so thankful that he's allowed me to have that day, and just the knowledge of understanding my body and realizing that it's okay to do that, that it's okay to step back and care for myself, because I was not that person. I just was, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You know, if you don't keep going, you don't have value. That's the kind of person I have been most of my life. And so I needed to realign myself spiritually and understand that no, that's not necessarily what I need to do. I do need to take care of myself because he gave me this to take care of. He entrusted me with me, and I need to make sure that I'm doing what he needs me to do for me. So I pray that if any of you are going through anything like this, or obviously there's so much worse in the world, and I completely understand that, and that's another reason why I hate bringing this to videos, because this isn't the end of all. You know, this is hard, but it's not dangerous to me. And so I don't know, I have a hard time bringing it. But if you are going through anything, I really encourage you to lean on the Lord, seek his face, seek his word, look for things online that are going to help you through whatever moment you are going through. If it's happiness, gladness, if it's woes, if it's hurt, if it's physical, if it's emotional, if it's spiritual, lean on him and look through his word for help, because it is so helpful. It really is so helpful. And you know, don't be afraid to talk to your doctors and seek out their help as well. I think they have been put on this planet and given the knowledge they have by our Lord and Savior, just as much as we've been given the things and talents that we have, they have as well. And I don't ever want to diminish their help, because they are quite helpful. So anyways, I want to end this video saying I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you. I'm sending you all a huge hug, and I thank you for being here today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Remember to stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.